Okay, so let's unpack this. We often think about, the search for knowledge, for truth, as this inherently good thing, right?
Right. A noble quest.
But what if there's a hidden cost?
Yeah.
What if seeking understanding doesn't just lead to enlightenment, but maybe to a kind of quiet tragedy? Or, well, something even more unsettling.
Hmm.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into Boletaria, into the world of demons, souls, and specifically looking at Sage Freke, the visionary.
A fascinating figure.
Definitely. And based on the sources we've both looked at, our goal here is to explore his story, which is really complex, the moral gray areas around him, and what his whole journey tells us about that relentless, sometimes kind of scary drive for knowledge.
Let's do it.
So picture this. Ancient Boletaria, a kingdom now just synonymous with fog and demons, basically.
Yeah, a devastated place.
And in this place, few people were really trying to understand the soul arts, not really, but Sage Freke was one of them. And it's important, isn't it, that he wasn't after power just for power's sake.
No, not initially anyway. He was after truth. Pure, unvarnished truth.
Hey.
And our first real encounter with him, story-wise, is finding him locked up, imprisoned in the Tower of Latria.
Right, Latria, which is
Rock.
just warped by madness, occult stuff, horrible place.
Exactly. And the sources are a bit hazy, deliberately murky perhaps, on why he was actually there. Was he actively chasing some forbidden knowledge? Did that lead him there?
Or did the tower itself sort of call to him
Mm,
because of the soul arts?
precisely. That resonance, we don't know for sure. But being captured there, of all places, it really says something about the kind of dangerous path he was already on, wouldn't you say? His obsession.
Absolutely. And his jailers,
Yeah.
the mind flayers, ugh.
Yeah, grotesque is the word. Demonic custodians, part of the tower's, quote, twisted school.
Likely spawned by the old monk's own lust for power, right? That's it.
Yeah. That's the likely connection. So it's a grim picture, but fitting in a dark way.
Yet Freke wasn't broken by this. That's the incredible part.
Not at all. He endured. The sources say he just kept reading, meditating, listening, even in that hellhole.
Wow.
And when he's freed, he comes out. Not just okay, but emboldened.
Emboldened. That's quite after being trapped in a place like Latria.
It tells you about his mind, doesn't it? To go through that crucible and come out with an even sharper focus, a deeper conviction. His pursuit was just absolute, unshakable, almost unnatural.
So his time there, instead of breaking him, it seems like it actually cemented this really unique and, let's be honest, pretty controversial philosophy he developed about the soul arts.
Yeah, it really did. So what did he conclude?
What did he conclude?
Well, what's really striking is his quiet dismissal, almost contempt for guys like Saint Urbain, the holy men.
He calls their stuff childish, miracles and whatnot.
Exactly, childish. Because for Freke, power isn't sacred. It's not divine. It's just scientific.
That's a fine thing.
Like physics, almost. So what others see as miracles, or even the terrifying power of demons, he just sees them as predictable forces, governed by rules.
So no good, no evil, just mechanics.
Pretty much. He doesn't worship gods. He dissects phenomena. It's this completely materialist view dropped into a world drowning in mysticism. It's radical.
He even sees the demons themselves that way. It's like just natural phenomena.
Natural phenomena. Born from imbalance. Not inherently evil.
And the old one, the
No.
source of it all.
Not a devil, not some cosmic entity to be feared in a religious sense. Just an engine of primal force.
Wow. It just strips away all the usual layers of meaning, the morality.
Completely. Which leads him to his most radical, and you could argue most dangerous idea.
It is
That demon souls, they aren't a threat. Not really. They're a resource.
a resource, like oil or something.
Kind of, but infinitely more potent. He literally sees them as the key to evolution for humanity. He says, if we can understand the soul, we can understand everything. He believes it's the essence of life, consciousness, magic, the source of all power.
That flips everything on its head.
Totally. It's not just about getting powerful. It's like he's redefining existence itself. The universe is just mechanics and souls are the fuel. Good and evil. Irrelevant. It's just utility.
Okay, so if souls are just fuel, this scientific resource, what does a guy like Freke do with that understanding? This is where it starts getting pretty dark, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. This is where theory meets grim practice. He starts crafting these incredibly powerful spells directly from demon souls.
Like Firestorm,
Yeah.
Death Cloud, that kind of thing.
Exactly. Homage to storms, too. And these aren't just, handy tools. They are chaos, destruction, decay, made manifest.
He's basically taking the essence of these ancient beings.
And replicating their power. And the key thing you mentioned earlier, he does it without flinching.
Yeah, that without flinching part. It's so cold. Like he's just doing lab work, not unleashing apocalyptic energy.
Is it just intellectual detachment, or is it something colder, deeper?
That's the question.
Because at first, Freke seems calm, rational,
Right.
the wise sage. But the sources suggest that as the fog spreads, as Boletaria falls deeper into chaos, so does Freke's own, hubris.
The hubris. It always gets them.
It seems to. He starts believing that humanity has to embrace the soul arts. It's evolve or die. That's it.
No middle ground.
None. It's an ultimatum. Transform through this power or perish. And he seems almost blind to the fact that this very power is what doomed Boletaria in the first place.
The irony is just staggering. He even praises you, the player, right? If you choose the bad ending, essentially. Gather the souls, don't put the old one back to sleep.
Yeah, he says something like, "You have done well. We are nearer a new reality."
A new reality. Okay.
Which raises that massive question, what kind of new reality is he actually picturing? Given the track record of the soul arts, it points to either a profound blindness or, maybe worse, just a chilling disregard for the consequences, all for the sake of his obsession.
And, I mean, this kind of leads us into the really speculative territory, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The theory about what Freke really wants, beyond just understanding.
Right. This is where it gets really interesting and, frankly, a bit terrifying.
Go on.
There's this theory, you find it discussed in some of the deeper lore interpretations, that Freke's calm exterior, it's a mask.
A mask for what?
For a much bigger, much darker goal. He doesn't just want to understand the old one or even just use its power. The theory is he wants to awaken it fully. Not to end the world necessarily, but to remake it.
Remake it? How?
He sees the old world, the one ruled by gods, faith, ignorance as he sees it, as obsolete. It needs to be torn down.
So he's a revolutionary, but using demons as the tools.
Essentially, he doesn't fear the demons. He wants to understand them so deeply, maybe even on some level. Become like them. Evolve past humanity.
Become like them.
Okay. And if you sort of step back and look at that, it puts him right on that razor's edge, doesn't it? Between genius and madness.
Yeah.
Between visionary and, destroyer. He's right there. His vision is so absolute, it just risks burning everything else down.
Which brings us back around, really, to the core of it. The deep moral ambiguity of the guy.
And we have to give him his due to an extent. His skepticism, it's not totally out of left field.
Right. I mean, look at Boletaria. Holy men failed. The king became a demon.
Exactly. So questioning that old authority, that blind faith, you can see where he's coming from. He saw the system fail.
But, and this is the big but, isn't it? That intellectual purity he has, that obsession with knowledge, just for knowledge itself.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the most dangerous thing?
It could be. Because when knowledge is the only goal, when you strip away empathy, ethics, wisdom, what's left?
Power.
Just power, raw, untempered power. And Freke himself says it best, it's almost his mission statement. I seek the truth, no matter the cost.
Chilling. Absolutely chilling when you think about what that cost entails.
It perfectly sums up his whole journey and its really terrifying implications.
So we've gone from Freke's sort of scientific detached quest for truth all the way to the really disturbing idea of knowledge completely untethered from ethics. His story really makes you ask, doesn't it? What does it actually mean when seeking understanding becomes basically the same thing as seeking power?
Or maybe when does that search for truth cross a line? Become an obsession that just pushes aside everything else? Ethics, consequences, humanity itself.
It's definitely something to keep thinking about long after we finish talking. We really hope you, listening, continue to chew on that. Reflect on the lessons, maybe the warnings from Sage Freke's story.
Indeed, a chilling insight.